Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Superman and Lois Season 3, and this is going to be my trailer breakdown for Episode 8 for this season. We're officially into the back half of the season now, and this episode is otherwise entitled, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? But of course, before we get into anything else, let's actually watch the trailer.
Bruno's secrets have to be exposed.
Their secrets might be a lot more dangerous than ours.
They're training a firefighter.
You were a liability today. She's a murderer.
It could be the same person.
Did you feel that? This is how we nail him.
So last episode was a big one, especially towards the end when we had Clark and Lois finding out that Pia, Bruno Mannheim's wife, is Bruno Mannheim's wife. Obviously, we knew it from the end of last episode, but they were sort of, at least Clark starts to piece it together, come the end of the episode, and then it's properly revealed to us, at least those two know. But the probably biggest reveal around that whole Bruno Mannheim family and Pia specifically is that we did have flashbacks throughout the episode, which show how the two sort of, I guess, became a power combo, if you want to call it. We find out that Pia has had her powers all along, at least she had them before she got sick and started the whole treatment thing. So Bruno Mannheim hasn't been giving her the stuff that like Henry Miller and everything have been getting. She already had her powers. So where did they come from? Has she always been a metahuman? Very interesting. I wonder if we'll find that out in maybe this episode or episodes going forward. But the other big reveal, which isn't, as I said in my review, I don't think it's necessarily a massive reveal, but a big confirmation because a lot of people thought this was the case. But Mateo, the guy that's been, seeing Natalie and traveling back and forth from Metropolis to Smallville, is Bruno and Pia's son. Not a massive surprise. It was either going to be their son or maybe Dr. Irons' son, which would have been weird because Natalie and him kissed, so they'd be like doppelganger cousins or multiversal cousins. It would have been weird if that was the case. So Mateo Mannheim made the most sense. Where it goes from here, cannot wait to see. But of course, before we break down the actual trailer, we will quickly read out the synopsis or description for the episode, as it does give us a bit more context as to what's going on in the episode. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts and everything you go over in the video and the trailer and everything like that. Always curious to read what you guys are thinking. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, want to show support, everything like that, drop a like on the video. Takes 2 seconds. In the wake of learning that Bruno and Pia are married, Clark works to reignite Lois's interest in taking Bruno down. Elsewhere, Natalie meets Mateo's parents for the first time with disastrous consequences. Meanwhile, the Kent boys clash when Jordan interferes with Jonathan's training at the firehouse, Lana bonds with General Lane over their shared fear of dating again, and Sarah realizes her mum needs a friend. So the first thing to say is I haven't found official confirmation of this, but apparently we're taking a week off after this episode. So this episode's airing over the next week or so, but after that we have a week off. So I guess May 16th, there is no episode apparently. I don't know if it's just that week or maybe 2 weeks off. I'm not too sure, but apparently that's the case. So maybe there might be a big cliffhanger at the end of this episode that takes us over that potential break or possible break there. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know. I haven't seen confirmation yet, but we might get it over the next couple of days. So I guess I'll include it in a video or a bonus video between now and then, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. But in regards to the trailer, we have, the first talking point is that we do have Jordan helping deal with a fire at a sporting goods store in his Superboy suit and the one that his grandfather gave him. But we also see that Jonathan is there, as a part of the fire department, dealing with it. Now, it does say it's like training at the firehouse. I'm not too sure exactly what it was. There was like a little sign that said like sporting goods or like something sporting goods, like a sign there on this door when they're like blows out with flames. But maybe this is a building that's next door to the fire department. I'm not too sure. But it doesn't seem like Jonathan's too happy about Jordan coming here and messing with stuff. But we don't know exactly what caused the big fire potentially. And maybe Jonathan is the one at fault. So maybe Jordan's helping him out and maybe not making the issue as big as it possibly could. I'm not too sure. But yeah, at least Jordan's hanging out in his Superboy suits. That's good to see. I did see a lot of people saying that not last episode, the one before it, that the suit got destroyed because it got the hole sort of shot in it with the kryptonite shotgun thing. But yeah, it looks like it's back to normal now. Now, we do have Lois saying that Bruno's secrets have to be exposed, with Clark adding that their secrets could be much more dangerous than the secrets that they have. Now, this is also added on with us saying that Chrissy is writing an expose of sorts in the Smallville Gazette on Pia and revealing that she is Bruno Mannheim's secret wife and sort of the whole story behind Hobbs Bay around that. Now, I don't necessarily know if this is anything within the actual proper episode. So what I mean by that is like, I don't know if this happens like 10, 20, 30 minutes into the episode, or this is something right at the end of the episode. Sometimes a trailer can actually show the cliffhanger. It's happened before, or maybe not the cliffhanger, but something within like the final handful of minutes that sort of plays off everything else that's added up within the other parts of the episode. And this could be it. So this could be all the intel that Lois has got, and she's handed to Chrissy because, spoiler alert, Lois is sick, so Chrissy's doing all the writing and everything like that. So maybe this is towards the end of it, and this is their sort of like their move against Bruno Mannheim, if you want to put it. So this might be towards the end of the episode, but if this gets published, because just to preface, this is still like the workup. This is not something that's not been published. This is going to be printed and published through Smallville. So I do wonder if it actually happens, or maybe something stops them from getting it out there. We'll have to wait and see. But if this gets out there, this could start a bit of a war between the Mannheims and the Kents. And the Kents would probably win it, but the Mannheims would probably get a couple of decent punches in there. Now, there is this shot here of what looks like to be John Henry in his steel suit flying like over and sort of like into Metropolis. And there is this table shaking and Natalie asking if everyone else heard that. And this is because we have Natalie with Mateo meeting Mateo's parents. They're at dinner at that restaurant that we've seen a couple of times featured in the past couple of episodes. But one of the big things that happens here is that after Natalie says that, we do have Bruno then pointing a gun at someone in this restaurant. Even Pia in the background doesn't look like that concerned. She's like, oh yeah, whoever's got this gun pointed at them sort of deserves it. So I'm wondering, does John Henry learn who Mateo's parents are and then rushes to Metropolis to make sure Natalie is okay? Or does Bruno find out who Natalie is and maybe Natalie sends an SOS to her dad? I think, the synopsis even talks about like the dinner not going well and there being disastrous consequences. So I do wonder which way it goes. I have a feeling it might be Bruno asking questions and Natalie letting slip something that makes her, like him realize that like she is his daughter. Maybe it's like, maybe she shows a picture of her dad. Maybe that could be it on her phone. Maybe that could be it. That actually might be what it is, if I'm thinking correctly. That might be what it is. Like she goes, oh, this is my dad. This is us on the, working on something or whatever it might be. That could be it. We'll have to wait and see, but I have a feeling Bruno's, he's not going to be too happy. Obviously, it's very important to remember that Pia killed the John Henry of this earth. Obviously, it's not Natalie's dad. Her dad is the one we've been hanging out with since season 1. But yeah, that might cause a stir if that photo was brought up at dinner. But in the trailer, it does give off that Clark and Lois have the, I guess, like suspicions that Pia is Onomatopoeia, the masked assassin that's been attacking people. And there is a shot of Onomatopoeia using her powers on Superman, but I can't tell if it's from a couple of episodes ago, sort of like the one where Superboy came to help, or it's a new clash, it's a new fight. I can't really tell off the short sort of snippets in the trailer. But as Lois does say, this could be how we nail him in reference to Bruno. So it seems that a lot could come together with sort of connecting all the things that have been brought up previously, in the previous parts of this season, as well as various revelations and reveals in this specific episode on its own. Like, it will be very interesting to see whether this is actually the downfall of Bruno Mannheim or maybe just the start, or the other option is maybe another failure in taking him down. Bruno could easily smart his way out of this very easily, and he could use the pity path with what's happened with Pia, and it's him just trying to save his sick wife. He could easily go down that track if he wants to, and it could put Lois in a bad light. I've been saying before this season started, because we had a quote from Chad Coleman where he had said that, like, in his community in Hobbs Bay, he's part of Metropolis, he's the hero, and I wouldn't surprise me too much if he tries to make someone like Lois and maybe Superman or Clark Kent the villains in the situation. So he could use Pia's sickness and the good he's done with the Hobbs Bay Medical Center in a way to turn the tables and still make himself look good. That could easily happen. We're only just into the back half of the season. There's still 5 episodes after this one. There's still a lot of time. So I could easily see him doing that. And it wouldn't shock me if that's the case. So definitely don't think Bruno Mannheim's going to get taken down. He easily could, but I could see him working himself out of this one pretty easily. And the last thing to talk about is something not from the trailer, and we brought him up last week, we'll bring him up again, Lex Luthor. They released that trailer, so he must be showing up soon. This was the episode I thought he would show up in, so it wouldn't surprise me too much if maybe the end of the episode is our first look at him, though it could be in episode 9. But this is around the time of the season where he started filming and when the announcement came out. It was like, I think it might have been episode 9, but it could have been around towards the end of them filming this episode. So if he does show up at the end of it, don't be surprised, and that might play into the fact that they're taking that break. So it adds a bit of like a cliffhanger. It's like, oh, Lex Luthor's finally here, but we have to wait another 2 weeks or something after this break to get like the proper introduction to him. So just keep that in mind. Lex Luthor might show up in this episode. Now, unfortunately, at this point, there's no promo images for this episode, so nothing else extra to go over. So that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on everything we went over in this video. Always curious to read what you guys are thinking. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.